Welcome back to the City of Palms podcast. Two brothers got together to shine light on the Southwest Florida area. Thank you for watching, viewing, and subscribing.
We're back at it.
Episode,
I don't know what episode number it is.
we don't know because we are recording this
Strange situation.
post hurricane, but you're gonna click it on an episode that was recorded pre hurricane. So
yeah.
this is gonna be the intro to the episode. Welcome back. We want to thank you for real. I know we already said that,
Yeah.
but we're here.
And if you live around here, I just wanted to say, I hope you're doing all right. Like, honestly.
And that's where I was going to. Like, our audience is mainly Southwest Florida.
Yeah.
You know, so that's our biggest demographic. So
And we just had probably definitely the gnarliest hurricane in our lifetime, but even like our family's lifetime.
yeah,
Being in Florida.
no, for
gnarliest
sure.
hurricane.
Even for this area. You know, again, being born and raised here, it definitely hits different. Just, you know, we were blessed and fortunate enough to not really, as a family, have to have anything major. Obviously, minor things, roofs, cars, certain things. I didn't, you know, you and I, but like our parents had some car damage.
Yeah.
You and I are all right. But yeah, I mean the devastation.
Yeah.
Like seeing around the community, bro. is,
What
like,
day did it
heartbreaking.
What day did it hit? Do you remember?
I think it hit Wednesday.
Do you remember the date? Was it like September? I don't remember what day it hit. But for those of you that don't know, those of you listening, Hurricane Ian just hit Southwest Florida, hit Fort Myers directly, hit Sanibel Island, Pine Island, like a lot of the places that
I
are
want to say
like
the 28th.
28th. A lot of the places that are treasures around here in Southwest Florida. That's why, like, I really did want to touch on it before we even get into episodes we had already recorded and scheduled to upload and stuff, just because, like, we're a Southwest Florida podcast, you know? Like, it is our main listenership lives around here. Part of the reason we do the podcast is because of how much we love around here. And it's sad. A lot of the treasures, you know, Sanibel Island is, like, a treasure to, like, most people who live here, you know? Like, a lot of us go down there to vacation. Like, it's just really beautiful spots. And it's just, it was crazy, dude, to see. And dude, I've been praying for the families out there. Sanibel, Pine Island, Fort Myers Beach, devastated. Even parts of downtown Fort Myers were just, you know, wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
Just wrecked.
Yeah, no, it's definitely sad. It's heartbreaking.
Category 5 hurricane. For those of you that don't know or haven't been in Florida or whatever, Category 5 is as bad as it gets.
Yeah.
150,
Hurricane Ian.
150 mile an hour winds, something like that.
Yeah.
16-foot storm surge on the coast. So Fort Myers Beach was totally underwater. So many of those businesses are gone now. Downtown Fort Myers, so much of that was underwater. A lot of those businesses are wrecked. And of course, Sanibel Island, a lot of those businesses.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, we want to help, obviously, you know, like we had the week after, you know, we got together with our church, Ocean Church, and shout out Ocean Church and everybody that is affiliated with them. The Minutemen Disaster Services, FEMA is set up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really doing some great things for the community on that rebuild. So shout out Ocean Church for sure. We had helped them the first weekend after the storm, and I mean it was devastating, dude. Seeing Island Park, where, like you said, just being on that coastline, it was probably had to be like 9-foot storm surges in the house that we were help clearing out.
Yeah,
and that's terrifying to think about. You know, I mean, the one house we were was like they had a second floor unit, but most of those houses were first floor.
Yeah, so the
if you
entire
think about,
house.
like, you know, that's the scariest thing. It's like a nightmare almost, but it's real life.
Yeah,
you know,
because and also the house we worked in was like garage type, like cement block,
That's what I'm saying,
cement floor. When like all those other places were carpet, you know, drywall.
Yeah,
all that ruined.
Oh yeah, with what I do for work, you know, I'm running into people, you know, just dude. I actually went to Elite and Island Park the other day as well in Royal Woods, and yeah, it was entire place just
Gosh.
like flooded. You know, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, and it's like the pictures just seeing like throughout the whole process of like the hurricane hitting, the hurricane leaving, the week after, the aftermath and all that, like all the pictures and videos and news reports and posts and Instagram stories and all this, it was like overwhelming to like super emotional just to see how the storm affected us. Like the going and helping out that one house, it like really put it into perspective of like the amount of loss, going through all of that family stuff and like, just looking through the what did we see in NES with like all these games just totally ruined, all the guys' tools just gone. And so I just really wanted to take a second and just like our hearts are going out for everyone that's been affected by the storm and in big and small ways. Some people lost everything. Some people, lost minimal things, but all of us felt it. All of us felt the storm. And it's just, well, one beautiful thing, dude, is just how like people come together after a storm. That's been something that's been like really awesome through this process is just, because always after every storm we've been through in our life, everyone's out of power the next day. So you hear the generators start up, you hear everyone's out in their yards picking up debris, everyone's helping each other. It's like if you need supplies or tools or whatever, like usually everyone's out in their yard helping out. And it's really cool. Like it's honestly like nice to see communities get together like that. Like unfortunate circumstances, of course, but this hurricane was no different. It was pretty cool. And now being involved with the church too is awesome to see how like, everything halt church wise. And then the whole leadership team just like really getting involved and like, I don't know. It was just awesome. It was a tragic experience, but also pretty beautiful, like if you look at it a certain way. Beautiful experience. And I know that like the people around here who did lose a lot or business owners that, their businesses are no more because of where they were located or whatever. It's just, it all happens for a reason, like I know we were given favor for a reason, like God favored us and our family for a reason. But we just as easily could have been those that are 12 feet underwater, and it's, sure. And, he gives to us and he can take away as well. But a lot of times that's for bigger and better things. You know what I mean? Fresh slate. Yeah. And I love that's the mindset the family had in Island Park, where they were just thinking like, fresh start, it's all just stuff at the end of the day. Like no lives were lost in that situation. I know lives were lost in the storm and like that's definitely something to be said. But for a lot of these people, they are just material things, and as big as of a setback it is and as heartbreaking as it is to see like all these memories just gone or washed away or whatever, it's at the end of the day, it just really shows us like we got to be thankful just that we're here, just that we have each other, that we have family. And like that's one thing leading up into the storm that I was very thankful for. I was just thankful that like all of us are so close and like our whole family, I'm just thankful to have y'all around, regardless of what our houses are like or what things we have or how our careers are doing or whatever. It's like at the end of the day we've got each other, and that's not everyone has that. So if you're listening to this and you have someone to hold, dude, like just hold them close, because you never know, dude. You never know when it's Category 1 storm that we're thinking is gonna blow past us, and then next thing you know, it's Category 5 hitting directly on us. So
yeah, but just on that note, storm or no storm, call your family, call your homies, tell them you love them.
Yeah,
because life happens every day, and I feel like every day we get to be a part of it is a blessing for sure. Mm-hmm. So don't take it for granted. Yeah, it was definitely cool to see the rebuild happen so quickly. It blew my mind when I was working and I saw on the news that they were you could drive on the island by the end of October.
Yeah,
I was like,
praise God.
What? Like that's amazing.
I can't even imagine how big of a project. I was even thinking, I'm like, how many years is it going to be before the Sanibel Causeway is drivable again?
Me too.
And then literally it's only been a couple weeks and it's already drivable. It's like, wow.
And everybody, really, shout out to every electricity company, power company, from every
all
other
the first
state.
Responders that worked overnight and like, dude,
it's the how quickly they got power back on. I mean, I hear these customers complaining. And not just customers, I was guilty of complaining of it too, but it sucks when you don't have power. But obviously try to just be grateful. And just the rate that they got it back on, though, it was just crazy. It's like I hear people, people who this was like their first hurricane they've ever experienced. They've been here for like 2 years or whatever. And they were like, oh, we were out of power for like 10 days. It's unbelievable. I'm like, it's not bad considering what happened. Because like for Irma, we were out of power for like 14 days. We were. And so this one, I thought we'd be out of power forever. Because, bro, like all over my neighborhood, power lines were downed and downed. And I think it was like 8 days, really. It was about 8 days, actually.
Yeah, ours came back pretty quick, too. And Cape's, I feel like Cape got power like shortly after we did.
After the storm, I think that nobody in Cape had power. 0%. Like, they did like a LCEC, did like a post. And, yeah, I think that like 100% of people were out of power in Cape.
That's crazy.
After the storm. So the fact that I'm pretty sure everywhere in Cape, for the most part, has power now. Everybody. I think
so too.
Yeah. So.
Still no internet though. I still don't have internet.
Yeah.
It's all good though.
Bro, what's crazy is we never lost internet.
Really?
Yes, like we had no power. Our Wi-Fi worked. So it was like and that was low key or high key so fire. Like I'm serious. In a house like mine, we live way back in the woods. Like I did not think, but bro, the Wi-Fi worked. I was like, what? Literally. And then, bro, check this. Dale had a power inverter, too. So I actually got a car battery from him. He had one I could use, so I had set that up like the last few days that we didn't have power.
I didn't watch the TV.
I watched the TV, dog. It was so cool.
Play some Madden.
Those power inverters are nice.
They are.
Power inverters are clutch. Opened my mind to those. Abby's dad did open my mind to this. I was like, wow, I had no idea. And then Dale just had one. I'm like, and was just letting he's like, yeah, you can use it. I'm like, why are you using it? Like, this is fire, bro, for real. Man, good times. Not good times, but it is good times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You look back on it, it's like you said, times where the family, the community all comes together.
Yeah, like dude, the one day, like it's such a good moment in my like. In me now, and we're like the one day where I came over to help y'all with yard work, and then like we went on that trip with Dale. Like like we were. It was an adventure. Like we had an adventure at your house cleaning, and then an adventure down the way trying to like find gas and a gas station where just those hot dogs we ate from that gas station. We're like, so thankful just for a little $1.50 hot dog. But and then after that, dude, riding dirt bikes and just like my first time riding a dirt bike, and we whipped it around the Briarcliff, and I went and saw Calvin, met his cows. Shout out Calvin. Cracked open a coconut with an Island Boy on him. Maybe I'll put in some like clips or something as I'm saying it. I got it on my phone. But obviously you don't want to be without power. Obviously you don't want to be having to go out in the yard carrying all these trees all around and chopping wood and whatever, but it was awesome, dude. It was honestly like we made the best of it, and it's a memory forever now,
Yeah. For real, man.
Yep, and it won't be the last hurricane, but we've proven that we're stronger. Hurricanes are strong. Southwest Florida's stronger.
That's right. Southwest Florida's strong.
Yeah. I wonder when the beach will be back up, and it'll never be the same as it was, but I wonder when it'll be like back up and
I'd like to go. Like park is close to and just walk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Still get that beach in.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be back in no time, People are resilient. Some of the businesses might not come back, but the people will still be there.
Do you think it's actually closed? Like you can't go in?
I don't know. I feel like I read a headline where it said like something about traffic after they opened Fort Myers Beach back up to citizens. So I think it's back open, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure.
True.
I'm sure before long. Dude, if they can get the causeway back up and people are driving on Sanibel already, then like people are probably already on the beach.
Yeah. Dude, there is one thing I wanted to ask you about that's not really skate related. Just to wrap that up, I mean, thoughts and prayers go out to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody in Southwest Florida, man. Please feel free to reach out if you do need anything. DMs it. GoPro, start recording.
Thank you.
DM City of Palms podcast.
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to touch on real quick. Skateboards.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a spacer in the wheel kind of guy? Or not? Because how it goes is truck, spacer, thin little spacer,
Mm-hmm.
washer. Like, little spacer washer thing,
Yeah.
little circle thing. Drop that. Put your wheel on.
Mm-hmm.
Spacer. Nut.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, I use them.
You use them?
I usually lose them. Like the last
Yeah.
setup I just did, I lost like 4 of them. I had all 8. I'm pretty sure I had all 8, but I think I lost 4 of them as I was setting up my board because it was on the black carpet in there. But I use them.
Me too. I didn't know the difference until that 9 Club.
Is that what they were talking about, Raj, on the 9
Yeah.
Club? Because I was thinking, how I thought there was another thing. Like, that thing you see sometimes, that big metal thing that I think it comes in like packs of bearings or packs of wheels or something. I thought it was a different spacer that they were talking about, but it was just the little tiny rings.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of people don't use those. Like
I used to just throw them away. Like I would
too.
I wouldn't care if I lost them.
Yeah, exactly. Because I wouldn't realize. Like, dude, as a kid, I was like, I remember setting up one of my first boards and like I had taken the nuts off to put the wheels on, and I think like when I took the nuts off, like some fell through. So like on one side of the truck, I noticed 2, and I think on like one, I noticed 1. So I was like, I'll just throw them all away,
Yeah, yeah. You
And-
lose some of them, and at that point, you're like, well, what are they really doing?
Yeah. But it does make sense. It does make sense. It gives you that space between the wheel, so your wheel spins faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does make sense.
I'm like, that's genius.
You think you can buy packs of just like replacement ones, like a big old pack of them?
Oh yeah. We were just at the place to buy them. Lowe's. All those washers. Those are basically it. We just got a little thicker one.
Oh yeah. You think they have the size for a skateboard truck?
For sure.
That'd be sick.
I know.
Abby was asking me if I was talking about all the hardware I keep breaking, and I was like, dude, I just need to get a new set of hardware. This must just be bunk hardware. But she's like, oh, how much is that? And I'm like, it's only like $5. Like, it's not much. But she's like, do you get that at like a hardware store? And I thought about it. I'm like, I guess you could. You could just like find the right size bolt that whatever that truck hole size is, but more efficient just to buy the pack from Zoomies.
Yeah.
Probably cost efficient too. Sure, buying 8 machine bolts would be less than buying, because it was only like $2, $3, $4 or something at Zoomies to get me a pack.
Yeah.
Sorry, Roadrunner, I had to go to Zoomies.
That wraps up this little intro production.
Now on to our regular scheduled programming.
Enjoy. Back with your boys. Revamp Studio. Shout out to the turf. Shout out to the wood grain. Your boys put them blood, sweat, and tears. Shout out Donnie.
This
sparked
is
that, I feel.
my favorite one. I said this is my favorite one.
Yeah, dude. I like this. Episode 1, 2, 3. And we back with the new table, the new studio. Comment down below what you guys thinking. Comment down
And the
below
new mic.
if you've been watching from the beginning. What's your favorite studio setup and why? I love this one. Gohan, you're not going to do that this episode. It's raining. It's wet. You won't want to go out there.
It's a chilly, rainy night.
And that was that. All the DMs I get about Gohan barking, we try.
We try. He's part of the family. We just got to roll with it. He's part of the
part of
podcast. Hey, do you want to come sit up next to me for a little bit? You
Watch the
could.
foot. Watch
Hey,
the foot.
you can come sit
I
up
rolled
with
my
me.
ankle.
Come here, Bubba.
I rolled my ankle today on today's skate session. Today was a great skate session though. Out at the old stomping grounds, out at Veterans. Did crunch my ankle though on a big flip on the hip. Shouldn't be too bad. It was gnarly when it happened though. Gnarly after I got home, but feeling good now. We're back. I'm on crutches, but it's all good. Hopefully that doesn't last long. Yeah, dude, we are back. I'm feeling good. It's in the new studio. Football season just rolled around too.
Hey. Pause are not allowed on this table, Bubba.
Oh,
There's limitations.
that's up close and personal. This is real
Limitations.
hickory wood.
And I don't want you to
What we
fall off
got?
there.
Straight all on the back there too is straight hickory wood from Camdenton, Missouri.
They mailed us the tree and we just went to town,
Everything, dude. Everything.
including this stump.
That was the leftover stump
This
from the
was
tree
the
we
leftover
got.
stump.
Mm-hmm. I'm just playing. It's wallpaper.
Very hyped on the studio though.
Me too.
Great. And with the session today, I scratched another trick off of the trick list, bro. I hate that it ended with you crunching your ankle, but it was a really fun session. It was nice having Kyle back out there with, seeing him doing tray flips again. It was great.
GoPro start recording.
Here we go.
It was good.
Yeah, I can put the little edit of the trick, a little Instagram reel I put where I learned the new trick. I'll put that up.
Yeah, you came correct with it too.
But it was a great day, dude.
It was. It was good, man. It was good. Can't wait for the next one. Football season's back.
It is.
Football season's back, dude. Do you I know you haven't watched football in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Do you still like the Steelers?
Yeah.
You still say that's your team?
I feel like I want to watch it more this season. I want to get more into it.
Yeah.
Because I missed with the one season that like you and I were following it like so close. Every game, the year they won the Super Bowl versus the Cardinals.
Oh yeah.
We followed it like I want to follow it like that. We played all the time with our friends. We're keeping our own stats and stuff like that.
I know, dude.
I love that, bro. I want that again.
I know. That was fun times. That was fun times for sure. I know. I wish. I'm trying to watch it more this season too. A fun thing too about it is like fantasy football.
Yeah.
Fantasy football is always fun. It's funner if you have. What's more fun if you have a group of friends, to do it with and all play in the same kind of league type thing. Opposed to just being versus randoms. It's all not bad though, but you got to know your stuff too to be in to get a good fantasy team. Because every year I've tried to do it in the past, I never wanted to dedicate the time because bro, if you've ever done fantasy like a draft, it's like a real draft where you have to say, okay, this draft for this league is happening. You pick the time, but say tonight at 10 p.m. right? Then you start. And however many people, it's like the real draft. Like he picks a person, he picks a person,
picks
a person. And then you can't pick that person if it's already gets picked. So you have to like know who's going to do pretty good. What you can do if you don't want to do the time is just say, give me a team, give me some players. And that's what I've always done.
And it's just random.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's all good. You don't get the worst of the worst. You can still get some pretty good players, but you so got to be on it too, in the sense where you almost have to be watching every game on some NFL red zone type stuff, because you got to know like who to place. Say you got say you got the cheetah. You know who that is? Tyreek Hill. It's like the super fire wide receiver. I think he's a wide receiver, but I hope he's a wide receiver. Get roasted if he's not. But he's a super fire player, right? And if he's on your fantasy team, you're definitely gonna play him. You know what I mean? You're gonna start him. But if he plays for the Dolphins, he plays for the Dolphins right now. And if say he's on, is he a wide receiver?
He is.
Good. If he's say it's Miami's bye week, right? And I didn't know it was their bye week or whatever, and then I keep him as my starter, he's gonna do no good if he's not playing that week. So I have to bench him for the week and put on who I think is gonna put out some numbers. On that though, I will say, dude, Miami is coming correct this year, bro. You know how Miami's always been like kind of trash, low key?
Yeah.
Miami's coming correct this year. I'm gonna call it. Also, too, the Steelers, bro. The Steelers, man, our team, dog. The Steelers are coming correct.
Are they?
They ran through preseason undefeated, and then God, I hope that's a fact too. I feel like it is, but
And then they beat the Bengals.
And then they came and beat the Bengals. They started the season with a rivalry game. The Bengals were in the Super Bowl last year.
They were, weren't they?
Yeah, the Bengals were in the Super Bowl last year. So, you know what I mean, bro? That's fire. They won in overtime. It's a great game.
It's kind of different nowadays, huh?
It is. A lot of changes. Ben. A lot of changes, man. Yeah, so many different changes. I feel like there was something that people are calling like, I don't know exactly what it is. Butchering a lot here.
It's all good.
But referred to as like the Tom Brady rule, where they actually changed, like you can't hit a quarterback a certain type of way like you used to be able to hit him.
Is it really called the Tom Brady rule?
It's not, but people refer to it as that.
Oh.
Because I think he vouched to get that changed. I wish I knew more about it. Become more correct with it. But a lot has changed. I remember in middle school, I did a study, or I did a essay, 5-paragraph essay on why, like, NCAA players, or why I feel they should get paid, because they didn't at the time, and they still don't, but we're finding out about what's called NIL endorsements, which is a way to get these college athletes paid, which I think is great. Do you think they should get paid, college athletes?
I think they should, because like
It's been a big debate.
I was thinking about it earlier, when it comes to like going to school and and doing sports so fully and like heavily, it'd be pretty cool if you could be a good enough athlete and a person who's marketable enough to where it could like pay for your schooling. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty sick to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that point, it's not like I guess you would be like a really wealthy person before even like having a pro career, but maybe not. Maybe like you just get paid enough. There are the outliers of people that like probably get paid a whole lot, but you know what I mean? If it's just like pays for your school, then at that point, once you're onto the pro leagues or whatever, now it comes to be your income.
Now you want to know what's crazy though?
What?
The way these guys are getting paid. So, pro athlete, regardless of who you are, you feel me? There's pro athletes, we have no idea who they are, and they're well off, you know.
Yeah, they make a good salary.
College is a little different, where like you got to brand yourself.
Yeah.
And that's how you're gonna like get paid.
Because you're not being paid by the team, you're being paid by advertisers, right?
Yeah, yeah. So the question is then, how do I want to word it? If say a player has so much clout because they've done such a good job branding themselves, or a Netflix series picked up their local football organization to shine light. You know, there's so many Netflix documentaries on like QB1, Last Chance U, where like QB1 was one where they looked at like different high schools around the area, around the world, around the country, and just shadow these people. Kind of, you watch their kind of run through high school, their senior year through up through to college. And when you think about if a kid has so much clout, is that gonna, if he does bad, is it gonna look different because he's got the clout? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So like
almost like he'd move on only because of his clout, not because of his skill.
To an extent. Obviously, you got to be
You have to be
there,
skillful
right?
to have the clout,
But
yeah.
Again, I think it's unfair where, say you got a guy where his performance is here, but his clout's here, and you got a guy, and for anybody just listening, my hand is high for the performance, low for the clout. But then you got a guy who's high on the clout and not low on performance, but he's not that guy that's putting out every game. Has a few slips up here and there. But everybody still looks at him like he's the dog. He's still making all the money. He's still getting all the girls. He's driving fast cars, all this. And he's got, and then that comes with him getting promised, you know, this or first round draft pick or stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's a question to be had. Because I'm not so invested in it, but I'm getting more invested. Football is like, I've always loved football, but there's too much. It's not something that I've been fully invested in as much as I'd like to, at least. So, but there's so many, like with college players specifically, there's so many times where, like, back in the day, it was common that you saw that kind of Tim Tebow story where this guy killed it through college and then went off to the NFL. And in Tebow's case, he didn't really do well in the NFL, but it was pretty common, like from my eyes, when I was big into football, middle school, I would watch a guy through college, Devin Hester. It's a guy, I remember him in college, and then watching him in the NFL. It was crazy. I'm like, dude, I remember him in college. now it's almost like, again, I'm not so invested in college football, NCAA at all, but so I guess that goes, yeah, I guess that goes there because for me, if I'm not watching it, how do I see the athletes then? IG. So it's got to be popping on clout.
Yeah.
But again, so many people get drafted each year, and so like pros now, rookies, I'll be like, where were you, in college? Be like, yeah, this guy at a so-and-so college, it'll be a well-known college. Just like, man, guess I got to get more tapped in.
Yeah.
Like Sammy Watkins, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy Watkins out of here, bro. I remember that boy at South Fort Mile High School.
All the way to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there's that kicker out of Estero High School.
Yeah. Well,
I don't remember
Matt
his name.
Prater.
Matt Prater. That's his name.
Broncos kicker. Yeah.
Estero High.
Crazy. So, I could have been in the NFL. I'm just playing.
Could have been.
That's so cap.
Could have been. You never know.
I will. Hey, I'm gonna play a game in the XFL.
That'd be sick.
I'm gonna be when the podcast pops. Celebrity. If you have any affiliates with the XFL, hit me up. I will no cap try out. I got hands, bro. I got hands.
Bring the cutters.
I ain't got no huddle. I ain't got no highlight reel, but I got hands, boy. Don't need highlight reel when you got hands. I don't need cutters either. I got hands. No, I'm just playing. I'll use some gripper boost though. Grippers. Leads me to my next topic. But before I get there, what do you got here? We got the Tom Brady rule pulled up. The clarification. In effect, a new rule prohibits a defender on the ground who hasn't been blocked or fouled directly into the quarterback from lunging or diving at the quarterback's lower legs due to injury suffered by Tom Brady last season. The rule is being referred to unofficially as the Brady rule. I don't know why I read it like that.
This just in on the City of Palms podcast.
Gonna tell us all about the rain. Hey, if you know, you know.
High schoolers are getting paid now too, huh?
Nico Amili. What's his last name?
Nico Imiliavo.
Is he really worth $8 million? That's what I'm saying. I'm not tapped in, but we're getting tapped in. To get into it, Destroying, YouTuber Destroying, part of FaZe Clan, used to be. I think. I don't know. Who knows if that's a fact? I don't know. Splurging all over. I watch his YouTube videos. He does football YouTube videos. And he did one recently. Then this Nico kid, senior in high school, commits to Tennessee. $8 million. High school athlete commits to a college.
Now that's newsworthy.
That's the highest. That'll be of the highest NIL endorsement. I don't even know if that's from an NIL endorsement. That could be from. I don't even know, bro. Somebody's like $8 million. Who's funding this?
For real.
Insane. This is insane. Change that kid's life.
You think it's the skill or the clout? Or both?
Gotta look this kid up on IG.
True. Yeah, see what his Instagram looks like.
How do you spell that last name again?
Nick. It's Nico, Nico, and then his last name is Iamalieva. Butchered it.
A-M.
I-A-M-A-L.
I-A-M.
A-L-E-A-V-A. Imiliava.
Got it. So he's got 119K. He's verified. Yeah, I mean, he definitely seems
marketable.
It's
probably skill.
They're asking.
It's probably just really freaking good.
They're asking, is it skill or is it his patented traditional pajama pants? That's what I saw in one article. Nah, he's definitely got some clout. But he's definitely a freaking bomb. I mean, kid can throw. I mean, stats don't lie. The ball don't lie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The ball don't lie at the end of the day. My main question there was just in asking, when he slips up, no problem, kid. But anybody else might not get slipped the same way. Might not get treated the same way if they slip up.
In high school, you mean? On the team?
Anywhere, you know. Well, for that specifically, but I mean, like, same goes for look at a guy like Brady. You know, Brady throws 3 interceptions in a game. He already knows he's the best. Walks around with, I don't even know, 7 rings. I think 7 Super Bowl rings. I think that's right.
That's insane. I think it is 7.
That's insane.
Wait, I don't know.
I think it is 7. And what I'll say on that too.
That means 6 with the Patriots. Have the Patriots won 6 Super Bowls, and were all of them Tom Brady as quarterback?
Yeah, he got drafted in 02.
That's insane.
Yeah, because when we would look up, it's true, because when we would look, like, you know how we used to flex and say the Steelers had the most Super Bowl wins?
Yep.
And
they're tied with the Patriots now, aren't they?
So they were always tied with the Patriots. The Patriots was neck and neck. So 7. Wow. His first year in NFL, he won the Super Bowl?
That's what?
Is that true? Because what year was he drafted? Hey Siri, what year was Tom Brady drafted to the NFL?
The New England Patriots
2000.
drafted Tom.
Oh. Is it connected to our Roadcaster?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't really hear it in the headphones.
Oh. It might not be. I may have turned the Bluetooth off. No, it should be connected.
Listeners, if you heard that or not, I hope you did.
Oh, that would have been cool. Huh?
Yeah, right? Yeah, I like that your phone stays connected. That's crazy, though. Drafted in 2000, Super Bowl 2 years later. And then another one 2 years later. And then another one next year.
Then he had a dry spell for 10 years.
And then, yep. And
Okay,
got it back.
15, 17, 18. Or no.
So that means, because Steelers have 7 Super Bowl wins. So that means they still have the most.
Yeah, as a team, as an NFL team. But as a person, I mean, he has
He has
that's
as
insane.
much as the
That's
Steelers.
insane. Like,
Because he's got it with 2 different
it's
teams.
goated. And so you know he signed. You know how he was supposed to retire last year?
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Nah, I'm coming back." Psych. He's coming back. He signed a 10-year, $350 million contract to be a NFL announcer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's sick.
Yeah. So that's bigger than 350 mil is probably bigger than any deal he's signed with like NFL. I wouldn't say it's more money consecutively than he's made with the NFL.
But as far as like a deal, a contract.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's crazy to
Oh,
think
yeah.
his career is going to go on much longer than just his football playing.
Yeah, dude. Russell. Who do you think the highest paid NFL player is right now?
I don't know.
I think it's and it's crazy to say. You're gonna have to definitely back me up with a Google, but I think it's Russell Westbrook. I think he just got signed for $490 million for a 4-year contract. Hey, GoPro, start recording.
Let's see what the Google says. Highest paid NFL player. No, not images.
Aaron Rodgers is probably gonna be number 1.
Patrick Mahomes.
450.
$450 million quarterback. Wow.
Wow. No way. Click Russell Wilson right there. That might be old, bro. Because I know Russell Wilson.
Became the highest paid player in 2019. $140 million. Seahawks.
I feel like he just signed a big deal, though, Russell Wilson. But 242 would probably be the deal. Josh Allen. Josh Allen's killing it, too. He's doing well. Yeah. Aaron Donald, 95 mil.
Who's he play for?
The Rams.
Wow.
Wow.
Crazy how much these guys are making.
3 years.
That's crazy.
95. Wow.
Did you want to do a little quiz? Open up Sporkle and do a little
Yeah.
NFL quiz?
Let's get up in there.
What's this? So this one was...
This is you, bro. Click the regions of the U.S.
All right, so let's see how this works.
That
4
matchup.
minutes?
We got this.
Oh, man, I got to type, though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I think, or maybe I click. Let's try. Let's just see what it does.
Read the Vikings. That's Minnesota.
Where's Minnesota? Oh, yeah, this. This is closest, right?
Okay.
Wow.
I have no clue.
Here we go. Yes, got it. Okay.
New York.
New
Giants.
York. Right here. Wait.
Giants and Jets.
This part of New York?
It's more. Yeah, I know, right? It says Giants and Jets, so it'd be New York as a whole.
Let's. No! How? Okay, Colts. Indianapolis. Where's Indianapolis?
Is that like Midwest?
I think maybe.
Is that?
I think here. No. That's
Is
like
that
Michigan.
under? Yeah, I'd say like somewhere more there, like
That?
under, or maybe to the left of it. Yeah, I'd say maybe there.
Ah, we were so close. Okay, Dallas. That one's easy. Dallas is North Texas, right? Yep. Okay, Dolphins, Miami, easy. Oh, almost didn't get it.
Yeah.
Falcons, Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Is Atlanta right there at the beginning? or?
Nah, right there.
Got it. Steelers. Let's get it.
come on now.
That's right there. My cursor's on it right now. Bills. Buffalo, New York.
New
So
York.
that's North New
Yeah,
York.
North
Buccaneers
New
is
York.
Tampa.
Tampa.
We can click
Right
that one
there.
too, right about there. Jacksonville.
Come
This
on.
is easier than I thought. Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, is it North Ohio or South Ohio, you think? Oh, I think right here.
Yeah. Eagles, Philadelphia.
That's where it's on the right about.
That's right about there.
Wait, yeah, there.
Come on, we got 2 minutes, bro.
Okay, Ravens is Baltimore,
Baltimore.
Maryland, which is this little tiny
Really?
bit.
Yup.
San Francisco. Oh, that's like right here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank God.
New Orleans,
Dude, you're smart.
Chicago. Which one's Chicago? This one? No.
I would say.
No. Illinois is like right in
Yeah,
here.
bro. I would say like there.
This one's or this one. Here?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
What?
Dang it. I guess technically.
All right. Chiefs.
Chiefs is
Missouri.
yeah, so here, right?
Really? No.
No, here.
No, bro.
What?
Wait, is the Chiefs
This is Missouri.
Kansas City? No, there's no way. Are you dead ass?
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know which
No,
side.
it's closer, bro. It's closer to Florida.
Is this Missouri?
Yeah, right there.
Yes, got it. Okay. Seattle, way over here. Detroit, got that. What? No.
Come on, bro.
I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Okay,
Green Bay.
Green Bay. Where's Green Bay?
Where's that?
Green
Minnesota.
Bay. Is it? No.
Where is it?
Ah. Okay,
Washington.
Commanders.
Washington.
That's what I just clicked. No. Wait, what?
I could have told you that, bro. Washington. All
Oh.
the way over there.
Dang,
bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
That's all good. Arizona.
Freaking, I need to just lay low for a sec. This is it, right?
I think so. I have no clue.
No!
I had no clue where Arizona's at. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right,
that makes sense though.
South
closer to
California.
Cali.
Texans is the bottom of
Yeah,
Texas,
yeah. Titans, Tennessee. That's
right here.
yeah.
Bengals,
That's Cincinnati. That's Ohio. Bottom. Yep. Carolina Panthers. Yep.
Broncos.
That's the diamond. Patriots.
Up
over
here,
there.
up here, up here.
Raiders. 77.
That's not
Let's
that
go,
bad.
dude. Not bad.
That
bruh.
and some of those were just because of my like little misclicks and thinking too quick. But for that, we actually finished it.
That
That's
was
pretty
fire.
sick. That was cool.
It's fire.
That was super cool, bro. Yeah, I want to start paying attention more to the football season because it was so fun when I was into it. I've been following Street League a whole lot, but not really any other sports.
Yeah, I feel you. Shout out Nico, the $8 million quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, my thing's falling off here.
So I just finished this book by John Mark Comer called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry, and I've like, Abby lent it to me because she said it like changed her life, and so I read it and tried to spend a lot of time with it, and I took a lot of like notes and stuff like that. And I would recommend this to everybody, like honestly, just with like the world we live in and stuff. I'd recommend this book to every single person, especially if you're like a follower of Jesus and stuff, because it's just it was really enlightening, dude. And like we're talking about social media a lot, and I think I wanted to read a little part of this just as like a hook in case anyone you don't want to know kind of what it's about. Like the title says, it's just like we live in this such fast-paced life, dude. And the book is just kind of explaining ways we can like try to unhurry ourselves and really like be more content in the moment, just slow down a little bit, not like just to simplify life, you know what I mean? Like not overcomplicate things. Let's see. So I wanted to read this little part of what it talks about social media, because this is like, you know, with our week of prayer and fasting, I know like we've both kind of been thinking about this and social media as a whole and stuff. So it says, social media takes this problem to a whole new level as we live under the barrage of images, not just from marketing departments, but from the rich and famous, as well as our friends and family, all of whom curate the best moments of their lives. This ends up unintentionally playing to our core sin of the human condition that goes all the way back to the garden: envy, the greed for another person's life, and the loss of gratitude, joy, and contentment in our own. And it really got me thinking just about like all the people you follow and look at every day. It's like you do just see the best of everyone's life. So it's kind of a weird cycle of like comparison and like comparing yourself and your life to like other people and stuff. Mm-hmm. And there were a couple other just like little quotes from the book I wanted to give too, just in case anyone did want to check this out. Like I said, I recommend everyone read this. On page 299, he says, every now is an eternity if it's full of God. Like every one moment, you know what I mean? And then another one he says on page 47, he says, hurry is a form of violence in the soul. And you know, when you're just like on go mode, and sometimes it's just like, I don't know, dude, it's just hard to like keep up with it all. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And you always feel like you're slacking on something.
Yeah.
And this one was my favorite, dude. Like this was one of my if I could sum up the teaching in like one quote, it's on page 88. He says, an easy life isn't an option, an easy yoke is. So it's like life is gonna be hard, like always. But if you like, I don't know. I just read the book and it'll make more sense. I won't really get into it, but yeah.
I love that.
Elimination of hurry. It's something that I recommend everyone. I'm gonna pass it along to Zach, and I'm sure like Abby would be welcome to pass it along to you if you wanted to read it.
I actually got the audiobook.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Have you started it?
Mm.
Okay, because I need to start the one you said. What was the name of the book you recommended? The Four Pillars of
Man's Heart.
Four Pillars of a Man's Heart. Yeah, I gotta get that on Audible ASAP.
Yeah, shout out Jim Hall. He put me on. Yeah, that's good though. I'm anxious to start it. Can't wait to start it. It'll be fun. It'll be good.
Yeah, it really talks a lot about the importance of prayer, like in your day-to-day life, and having it like he really goes over like how to have it feel less like a chore and more like something you get to do every day, you know, like something you look forward to doing every day. And also the importance of like Sabbath. He has a lot of really good breakdowns of like what a Sabbath should be, what it should do for you and your soul. And like he goes over specifics of how he and his family, he's a pastor, so he goes over specifics of how he and his family Sabbath. And it's beautiful, dude. It's beautiful to read like what it looks like when it's done properly and what it can do for you when it's done properly. You know what I mean? Super good book. What?
Why didn't I look like this?
And then, yeah, and then there was also a list of, if you don't want to read the book, I know some people just don't like reading or something. I recommend you should. It's good for you. But there is a list of 20, like, tips he gives, basically, or suggestions to unhurry your life. And so some of these are silly, and like, but they make sense. So I'll just read them in case you don't want to read the book. This is kind of like a summary of it. So number 1, drive the speed limit as a way to unhurry your life. Number 2, get into the slow lane and like intentionally go slower. Number 3, stop at stop signs fully every single time. Number 4, don't text and drive. Go driving. Like that's one he says in that section. He says go driving, like how you do. Like you like just going for a drive, and that used to be a thing that people did back in the day. And nowadays it's just like a point A to point B thing. Yeah. And you wouldn't be so rushed driving if you're just driving for enjoyment. If you treat every drive like a drive for enjoyment, you're not going to be freaking honking at people and like bump stopping and all that. Number 5, show up 10 minutes early for appointments. I want to start doing this, especially because I have like a habit of being fashionably late. Number 7, turn your smartphone into a dumb phone. Another one I really want to implement, just because our phones become such distractions to your life every day that you're just constantly checking it. And yeah, simplify your phones. It says get a flip phone after that, but that's like an extreme. Parent your phone, put it to bed, and make it sleep in. So it's like put it to bed at a certain time and then have the rest of your night without your phone at all, and then have a quiet time when you wake up before you even touch your phone. Have a quiet time and like get centered first. And then keep phone off until after morning quiet time, set times for emails, and restrict social media use as the next two, which I thought it was cool too. He thought of the idea of like every Monday he checks his emails, just goes through the whole list until there's no more unread, goes through his social medias, schedules every post he wants like throughout the week, and then doesn't touch any of that the rest of the week, which I thought was like, he said like some jobs you have to like touch it more often, but having those scheduled times where it's like a time
like
a day or something. So
like
you're not
that.
just constant, and not have it on your phone. That's like a big thing a lot of business gurus talk about, but don't have email on your phone. Is like, again, sometimes it's like way more convenient, but for me, I don't have my work email on my phone intentionally, but I need to take Gmail off my phone because other than like
Does it distract you though? You be checking Gmail like that?
well, sometimes, or it's always notifying me. It's always like bling, and it's Gmail. Like I would say like 2/3 of my notifications are probably Gmail.
Because so many
And the only time it's helpful is when it shows me an order, like whenever it says like such and such ordered, whatever. But if I checked it regularly, I'd check the orders too. You feel me? And then like write them down on a piece of paper. But next, I'll go through the rest quick. Kill your TV is another extreme one, but TV's a distraction. Watch how much you're using it. Single task. Instead of multitasking all the time, try to just like pay attention to one thing for a minute and like then move on. Walk slower intentionally. Jesus always walked. You'll never see in the Bible him running ever. Take a regular day alone for silence and solitude. That's like golden. Take up journaling. Experiment with mindfulness and meditation. Another thing he said with meditation is when you're breathing, to practice just thinking about breathing. He said try to breathe in Holy Spirit and breathe out all like things you're getting rid of. So like breathe in gratitude, breathe out like suffering, breathe in generosity, breathe out greed or whatever. And just like breathe like that for a few minutes and whatnot. Take long vacations, longer than 1 week if you can. Look and cook your own food and eat it. And these are just 20 things he sums up at the end of the book as like, if you're going to get anything out of this, here is some like, and it's not like legalism. He's not saying this is a checklist you need to start tacking off. It's like, that's what he's done to unhurry his life. And he's like, you should try some out because it like really is freeing for the soul. You know what I mean?
No, that's good. That's real good. That's really good. I like a lot of that. I'll tell you, I can't take the email off my phone, but I like a lot of that.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. And like I have to, I'm in front of email my entire day at work. So like I can't just like check it once Monday morning and imagine.
But again, I like the way he puts that because, that will work for a lot of people, and even just doing 5 things off of that 20, are going to help a lot of people to get unhurried. Like I do like the fact of, obviously we can't check our, emails once every Monday, but check them, from 11 to 12, every day.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's pretty solid. If you go 24 hours without replying to somebody, no big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's like Malik said on the episode last week. It was like those emails might have to wait a little bit and they might be mad, but that's okay.
Yeah. And there's so many times too that I get overwhelmed. I don't know if anybody else deals with this as well, but I get a lot of times if I have a lot of things to do, I sometimes won't do anything on the list because it's too big of a list to touch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me just attack that when I've got a full day to focus on it, right?
Yep.
But that's like the most terrible thing you can do. And like the best things are, there'll be times where, I might not have a 2 p.m. appointment. So I'm home waiting until my 6 p.m. I've got a few hours here and there. So I start to do some things. And like, honestly, most of the times when I'm like, let me just do a few things on the list,
You knock a bunch out.
one by one, I end up finishing the list.
Yeah.
If you just take it, because I do, like you said, not really with the multitask, but with just the single task, where focus, all right, let me do this. And it's like things that I'll think are a big deal will literally take me maybe 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20 sometimes, Obviously some things take longer, but some things like, especially with taxes, all like these business stuff, it just gets me so overwhelmed and I don't want to do anything wrong. So sometimes I don't do anything at all. And when I sit down and do what I need to do, I'm like, that wasn't hard at all. It took me like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I noticed the same thing.
So yeah, I would recommend that. I like that. I like those 20 things. If you're struggling with anxiety, do one thing off your to-do list.
Yeah.
You can just do one.
Yeah.
Just do one.
Or even just sometimes
to
I'll
tomorrow.
just dedicate like 30 minutes to 1 hour, and I'll just have it be a time where it's like, yeah, I have this list of, probably take me 12 hours to complete everything on it or something, but I'll spend 30 minutes every evening when I get home from work, and like eventually that'll be done.
Hey, GoPro, start recording. I think it's dead. I think it died.
Yeah, it probably died. It's aight.
Yeah, dude, that's good. I like that.
Yeah. So I recommend that. John Mark, he also has really good podcasts, and he sounds like he's a really good pastor and like dad and stuff like that. So John Mark Comer.
John Mark Comer.
Really cool guy.
Volley, my favorite type of garnish.
What?
I feel like it's a garnish.
I opened up this too. Were we going to look at this?
Oh, yeah.
Printing money?
No, because, yeah, it says teachers make $16 an hour, and I said, no way, they make way more. You said, no, they don't. So we're doing 16 an hour times 40 hours a week. 16 times 40. 640 a week.
So times
So-
52 weeks. Because they're paid year round.
33,280.
Yeah. So then divide by. I mean, that's about right. Probably between $30,000 and $40,000, depending on school, I guess. It's probably about right. Maybe closer to 50 nowadays, though. I don't know. Software engineer, 45 an hour. Physician, 90 an hour. So these are like the people, like a general physician, like a doctor.
4,000 an hour. Do your hourly pay. Do my hourly pay.
What's your hourly pay?
I'm on straight commission. Do 2,000. Yeah, boy. Put them in hundreds though. Actually, do
Dang, that's slow.
$1 million.
$1 million?
I want it cooking. There we go. I get paid by the minute.
Wait, you gotta do 6 zeros or
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, rake in the dough. That's funny. What is this? Oh, $1,000 Twitter revenue.
Oh my.
$550,000 an hour from Twitter revenue. NASA spending.
Wait. That's what Twitter brings in.
Yeah,
How?
$350,000 an hour.
From what?
I don't know.
It's a free app.
Ads probably.
What?
Advertisements. NASA spending $2.5 million an hour.
On what?
On what though? They ain't been to space. Facebook revenue
Oh, that makes sense.
$8 million an hour. That's insane.
Amazon is.
Whoa. And these are all $1,000 bundles. This is insane to visualize. $32 million an hour. Walmart revenue.
Hey, Walmart's cooking it.
Dude, that's why back in the day I used to never care about stealing from
Bro,
Walmart.
the military.
Not anymore though. Jesus help me.
The military.
Military spending $84 million an hour.
There's no way.
I mean, I guess it goes to how we were saying the difference between $1 million and $1 billion. You know how vastly different those two numbers are. These are like, military price has like like $1 billion budget, billions of dollar budget, right? So like that explains why. I'm just confused at how it's that rapid, that rate.
Yeah.
The U.S. deficit increase.
What's that?
How much the U.S. is going into the red every minute or every hour.
Bro. That's a lot of hundreds. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's all. That's all. What else is on this website?
Yeah, a lot of those were cool. The space one was cool.
Life stats? What is this?
Your birthday.
Oh.
I'll do mine.
Yeah?
January 01.
Oh.
25. 1998.
Go. A lot has happened in the 9,000 days since you were born.
It's been 9,000 days since I was born.
I guess. Since
Let's
you were
go.
born.
I'm coming up on my golden birthday this year.
Your heart was beating. Your heart has. Oh, whoa. Your heart has beaten 1 billion times.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's cool.
Only 1 billion. Your heart has beat 1 billion times.
Keep beating, baby.
And pumped 777,000
Look how many red blood cells I've produced.
liters of blood.
A trillion.
Wow,
A
bro.
trillion.
You've taken about. That's. Nah.
I'm
180
taking way
million
more.
breaths.
I'm taking way more.
Blinked about 194 million times. Spent 3,000 days of your life sleeping. the world is a lot different too. Does the world seem more crowded now? It's not just in your head. There are 1.89 billion more people on Earth than when you were born. Wow. 14% more CO2 in the atmosphere than when you were born. $1 doesn't buy what it used to. $1 in 1998 is equivalent to 1.82 today. Everything's almost doubled since you were born.
Oh, I'd say tripled.
What's S&P? S&P 500 is up 398% in your lifetime. I don't know what that is. Skateboarding! Woo! Your life has been one of the constant movement. You've traveled 23 billion kilometers around the sun. Not only that, but our entire solar system is orbiting the Milky Way. That's a weird little fact. So bro, this is crazy. I'll just skip some of this. This is too long, bro. Let's see what else is on here. You want to keep going?
5% of people born in 1998 didn't make it to 2022.
Wow.
I used to have a long way to go. Shout out, man. Thank God.
Yeah, there we go. Flying cars. Woo! Flying cars. Woo! Yeah. Earth reviews? What? No. All right. If there's anything else
What's
like
10 years ago?
10 years ago. Let's see that. See what the internet looked like. Whoa!
I want to see what Amazon looked like in 2012. Oh, YouTube in 2012?
Let's look.
Amazon Rewind.
Here we go.
Yo, I remember that too. Do you remember when it looked like that? On the computer?
I do. Wow, let's see what else they got.
That wasn't long ago.
YouTube. I'm really interested for this one. 2012. Wow.
Yes.
Wow, this sidebar. I don't really, bro. I mean, I remember it looking like this, but I don't.
Gangnam Style.
Were these actually all the trending videos?
Probably.
Prank Wars 7 by College Humor. I remember College Humor.
Call Me Maybe. This
Call Me
definitely
Maybe.
was, dude.
Wow. Yeah, Gangnam Style. Bro, I was in high school. I was a sophomore in high school.
Wow.
What else? What else? Maybe ESPN or Apple. Let's see what Apple looked like back in 2012. I'm not on Apple too much though. I feel like
iPhone 5.
iPhone 5. That's crazy actually.
Them things are dinkers.
iPod.
Now,
Let's see what iPod Touch. Do you remember these days? Of course you remember these days. Use widgets.
wait,
This is hella interesting.
that's like a now iPod though, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I think you opened up.
No. No, we're still on.
Actually opened up Apple.
They don't have iPod Touches anymore,
Yes,
do they?
they do.
They do?
Fuck yeah.
What's it? Well, what happens if I click iPhone? Oh, yeah, now.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
No.
it goes to the actual.
Oh, okay.
If I click it, it goes to the actual app.
Yeah, because iPod Touches, yeah, dude, they still got iPod Touches, bro.
Bro, iPhone 14. I might get one next week, bro. Might get one next week. Look at it. Look at it. Look how happy he is.
You're getting close, dude. Get off of this website.
Okay.
$1,000 phone. Go get that. That's what you need, bro.
iPhone 5.
Good old iPhone 5. Take it back to 2012.
All right. Anything else look good on here?
What is sell?
Sell. Oh, yeah, this is your game. Let's see. Sell. Go down.
Capitalism ramped up to the 21st century, and if you're not selling, you're losing. Here are some products that won capitalism. Toyota is king of the automobile world. 11 million cars sold per year.
11 million
20
cars sold.
20 Toyotas sold per minute. First released in 2009, Minecraft is still one of the best-selling video games. 40 copies of Minecraft sold per minute. Samsung sells over 40 million TVs a year. 81 Samsung TVs sold a minute. Remember when everyone was making fun of Apple AirPods? Whoops, 114 Apple AirPods sold per minute. Is capitalism giving you a headache? Buy some Advil. 2 Advil sold per second. Cheerios is the most popular cereal. You can win with over 100 million boxes sold per year. 4 Cheerio boxes sold per second. Campbell's Soup, you remember Campbell's Soup, has owned the soup market since 1800s. 6 Campbell chicken noodle soup sold per second. Here's the Apple printing money again. Print. 7 iPhones sold per second. Adidas produces
iPhone 14.
400 million shoes per year. 14 pairs of Adidas sold per second. The world really loves pizza, and Domino's is happy to oblige. We just had a fucking box. Free pizza, 34. Domino's pizza sold it for a second. Wow, the pizza doesn't look healthy. At least that's the worst thing that we consume. Burgers. McDonald's sells 75 burgers per second. Oh, well, at least that's more capitalism. Congrats. Oh, no, Jeff Bezos. Here he comes with Amazon. Nah. Amazon took away our family, friends, and all our lives. What is going on? He's ruined 22 packages delivered per second. Jeff Bezos. What?
I'm crying.
I did not mean to cuss while I was doing that, but I was just flowing though. But the crazier thing is if 222 packages of Amazon are being sold per second, and Jeff Bezos, he's not even the richest man anymore. Elon Musk is. Elon Musk net worth $242 billion. Jeff Bezos, $172 billion. How? How'd you do it, Elon?
Where do you think he gets most of his income? If you were
How'd
to
you do it,
honestly
Elon?
guess.
Huh?
Where would you guess he gets most of his income?
Who? Elon?
Where do you think most of it comes from? Investments? Tesla?
I mean, Tesla. I would say that 200 and what he's worth mainly is probably from Tesla. Hey Siri, how much is Tesla worth as a company?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia. Tesla is one of the world's most valuable companies and remains the world's most valuable automaker with a market capitalization of nearly $1 trillion.
Well, Tesla's worth more than him, so. This has been episode 123, and I don't know how else to put it, but I'm confused.
We are all
And
through the topics, so should we wrap it up?
I think we did it, man. I think we done did it.
Before we go, I wanted to remind everyone one more time, click over to that YouTube channel if you haven't, because we be posting new content every week. We got some cool new episodes coming up, cool new plans. You know, we upgraded the studio. We're glad to be here again. Click over to professorshred.com if you wanna get some grip tape or some merch or anything like that. We got some ideas with the merch. We're gonna throw some ideas together because it's been a minute since we've had merch, right? Me and you.
Yeah, it definitely has been.
I'm sitting here Google searching it and
Oh,
it
there
ain't
you are.
working. Guitar World. I have professorshred.com.
Randy Rico, Professor Shred.
I wanted to do a shameless plug, and now it's freaking taking up too much time. Here it is. Okay, yeah. Just go there if you want to buy
Yes.
anything I do. If you want books, if you want anything, go there. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
Hit him with the outro biscuit.